Well, I promised you guys a video on how to look at percentiles, quartiles, deciles, all those aisles. We're going to look at a couple data sets on Excel. There are Excel commands to find this stuff, I think, but there's a simple formula we can use to find deciles, quartiles, percentiles. And just using Excel, I think we'll see how to find that. Now, the idea of these variables, well, these measures of a data set, percentiles, quartiles, deciles, are to find pretty much the position of the data if we order the data from smallest to biggest. Okay, like the median is going to be the halfway point of the data if we order it from smallest to biggest. The first quartile is going to be 25%, right? It's going to be above the first 25% and below the next 75% if we order it from smallest to biggest. Okay, any percentile, right? If you score in the 80th percentile of the SAT, that means you did better than 80% of the people and worse than 20%, right? So if we order the score to the SATs, you'd be the 80 percentile. So here we have two tests that 46 students have taken. We're going to look at test 1 here. Now, first thing we need to do, we're thinking about deciles, quartiles, the position of a data point, is we need to sort. We need to sort by the variable that we're interested in. So here we'll take test 1. And right now it's not sorted. We need to sort from smallest to biggest, right? So I just have to go up here to data, sort, and after I've highlighted all the data I'm working with, and I go to test 1, ascending, that's fine, okay. So now it's sorted, 50, 55, 57, 60, alright? And then I might want to make another column. So I'm just going to move this over 1 and make a column called position. And I'll label the 46 different positions. Okay, so there's 46 positions. The 46 student IDs, the 46 test 1s are in order. All right. Now, if I had 100 positions, it'd be kind of easy to find the percentile, right? So if I wanted the 32nd percentile, I'd just go to the 32nd position, right? Something like that. Not too hard. But here we got 46. So we're going to use this formula that I believe we've gone over in either a Learn Smart assignment or reading a book or looking at the eCampus Blackboard module readings, right? And this formula is going to be for position, so I'll call it P. So the position of a percentile equals the percentile in question, and I'm going to call this K. All right, K divided by 100, and we multiply that by the number of observations. I'll call that N plus 1. Okay, so this is our formula, right? P is position of the kth percentile is K divided by 100 times N plus 1. All right, so this is where P is position, K is percentile, and n is the number of observations. Good. All right. So we're going to use this formula to find, in this case, we're going to find the median using this formula. Quartile 1, quartile 2, or sorry, quartile 1, quartile 3, and we're also going to find, that'll give us the interquartile range. We can find if there's any outliers. We can do a lot of stuff, right? So first we'll find the median, and we can check our work because those commands we learned the other day. All right, so median equals the 50th percentile. Right? That's important. Median's 50th percentile. So we put our formula in here. The 50th percentile, the position of the 50th percentile, right? The position, okay, of the 50th percentile. And you can probably guess it's going to be about halfway between 1 and 46, right? About is going to be 50 divided by 100 times, because 50 was k, n is 46 here, number of observations, plus 1. So I put that in Excel so it will actually compute it. And I get the 23rd and a half position. 23rd and a half position. You're like, okay, what does this mean? 23rd and a half position. Well, it just means you want the number that's halfway between the 23rd position and the 24th position. Okay? Now in this case, they're both 82, so I don't need to do any extra math. I just know, well, you know, what's halfway between 82 and 82? It's just 82. So not a big deal. Now if it was 82 and 83, okay, then I'd have to go, oh, that's halfway between 82 and 83 is 82.5, right? So if they're different numbers, there's a little bit more work involved. If they're the same, and that's going to be our median. So our median is 82. And we can check that, right, by what we learned the other day. So messed up there. Equals median. I feel like that should work. $82, right? 82. All right, so we got the right median. So let's try quartile 1. So quartile 1, 1/4, the 25th percentile, right? That kind of makes sense. 25th percentile. So k is going to be 25. N is still going to be 46. So position of the 25th percentile is 25 divided by 100 times 46 plus 1. If we enter that, so Excel actually computes it, we get 11.75. So we want to be 3/4 of the way from the 11th position to the 12th position. The 11th position is 70. Someone scored 70. That was the 11th worst test. The 12th position is 71. So we want to be 3/4 from 70 to 71. Well, what is this? Well, it's going to be 70 plus 3/4, so 0.75, times the difference between 70 and 71. So the difference between the two positions that were in between. All right. So if we have Excel compute that, 70 plus 3.75 times 71 minus 70, we get 70.75. Now you might say, okay, that's kind of easy because they're only one away from each other, so 0.75 of that is just 0.75, so just add 0.75 to 70. Right, but you might get data sets where there's a large difference between the 11th and 12th position. So using this formula will get you there. It might be a little easier than doing it in your head, but in this case, yeah, your head would have been fine. Okay, I'm just going to move these over make a little bit more room. And let's do Q3. Now, third quarter, so what's 3 quarters is 75, so 75th percentile, right? 75th percentile. So again, find the position of the 75th percentile is 75 divided by 100 times 46 plus 1. And we'll have Excel compute that. And we get 35.25. 35.25. So, what does that mean? That's between 35 and 36, right? So we need the value that's 1/4 of the way from the 35th value to the 36th value, right? Now both of these values are 87, so it's just going to be 87. But if we had to, we could use the same formula, but instead of multiplying the difference by 0.75, we'd multiply it by 0.25. And also we'd be adding from the 35th position instead of here's 70 plus, here would be 87 plus, right? Okay, so I promise